So I want to get y'all started on this dice roulette because I've got a lot of similar questions from many of y'all. So first thing about it is the probability. Some of y'all are having trouble getting started with this. So with this game, as long as you don't roll one, you're still in the game. So you have a 5 out of 6 chance of still being in the game every time you roll the dice. So for 2 rolls, you would have a 5 out of 6 chance, and you'd roll the dice again. So that's going to be multiplied by another 5 out of 6 chance. So that's going to give you a 25 out of 36 chance to continue going being in the game. Now I'm going to show you a shortcut here in the spreadsheet in a second. So that'll make it go a lot faster because this is going to get kind of old. So if I go another round, and I'm just going to copy this and take out the part I don't need. If I go another round with 3 dice, then I'm going to roll 1 dice and another and another. Every time you would say the word and, you're going to multiply. So that would be 125 out of 216 chance. And some of you talked to me about how these numbers are getting huge quick, and they are. So let me show you a way to maybe get a little bit better. Look at what's happening. You have, in the first round, you would have a 5 out of 6 chance. In the second round, you have 5 out of 6 times itself. In the third round, you have 5 out of 6 times itself 3 times. So the pattern you hopefully see happening is you've got 5 out of 6 to the number of rounds you're on, because that's how many dice you have rolled up to this point. So it's going to be a lot easier if we just do something like that. Say 5, 6 to the 4th for the 4th roll, to the 5th for the 5th roll. So when you go to your sheet, I'll go ahead and just teach you how to do this in a spreadsheet. So we can do equals to tell to do math. And I'm going to do 5, 6 as a fraction. To do an exponent, you do the caret, which is shift and 6. And I could type in 2, and I could go down and do this again, type in 3. But the number 2 is already right here on cell B5. So if I click on that, it puts the 2 in there for me. It shows it being B5, but that B5 is really 2. And what makes this really nice is I can hit enter and grab this little box right here, drag it down, and there's all your probabilities. You're done. So that will save you a whole lot of time if you want to do that. Fair payout. You can't offer a fair payout until you have less than a 50% chance of winning. Let me review that with you again. Fair payout is the number of ways you can lose to the number of ways you can win. So if you have a 55% chance of winning, that leaves you with a 45% chance of losing. The way you express a fair payout is the ways to lose to the ways to win, right? That's going to mean that's going to be a number less than 1 if you divided those. Another way you could say this is 45 divided by 55. If you divide those, that's less than 1. So that's saying if I did win, I would win less than $1 on a $1 bet. So there's no point playing a game where you lose money even if you win. Why would you do that? So to offer a fair payout, the first fair payout, you've got to have under a 50% chance for the player to win. So you're not going to offer a payout until you get to here. And hopefully you got a good sense that a 1-to-1 payout is probably about what you want to offer. But let's talk about why. That's a 48% chance of winning right there. So if I had a 48% chance of winning, okay, well, out of 100, that leaves a 52% chance that I lose. And it's the number of ways to lose to the number of ways to win, or either ratio is how we express it usually, but it is division. So you can do it that way. 52 divided by 48, it's definitely going to be more than 1. It's 1.08. So this would be the fair payout, 1.08 to 1. So for an offered payout, you always go a little bit less than that, but that would be the fair payout, 1.08 to 1. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. So what I would definitely offer somebody is a 1-to-1 payout. Okay? And what you'll find as you go on is you're not going to be able to give a player better than 1-to-1 payout for a little while until you get down to less than a 33% chance. So you can kind of technically you would actually lose money on here, but I'll let y'all do the math. The seventh round is the first place where you can offer a better payout. And after that, you can start offering better payouts pretty quick. So you'll have to have a few rounds in. And what we did in class was kind of like Yahtzee. They'd roll four on the first roll, and I think they maybe even got the players to roll five, and then you roll a few of them on the next roll. They really built this around Deal or No Deal. That was kind of the inspiration for it. So I'll just fill this row out for you. And if you do all this, then I know that you've watched the video. So your winning expected value. Well, that's going to be the probability that you win. So I'll just type it. Actually, I'll go ahead and show you how to do it. Let's hit equals to do math. Might as well let the spreadsheet do the math for us. So about a 0.48 chance we win. You don't have to do all the decimals, but if you want to, you can click on this cell and that'll do it. Times how much money I win if I do win. Well, it's a $1. It's a 1-to-1 payout. So I'd only win $1. Okay. Now if I lose, well, if there's 48% chance I win, that leaves a 52% chance I lose, times the money I lose. And with a dollar bet, it's always $1. I just realized I was supposed to put 0.52 there, 52 cents. So that looks better now. So you can subtract these manually if you want to get your net expected value to be 4 cents. If you want to learn how to do formulas, just say equals, click on the winning part, subtract, minus, click on the losing value, and it'll do it for you. If you use formulas, you can do that one time, drag this little box down, and it'll take that formula all the way down the sheet. All right, so hopefully that's enough to get you going. Again, you're getting closer to developing your own game. So these skills are going to be pretty important, and eventually you're going to have to show me that you do understand how these work. So if you're still having trouble, let me know and let me get you caught up.